everyone. My name is Glevina Matthias and welcome to Conversations Mumbai. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Now, we at Conversations Mumbai, we bring to you stories of people from different walks of life who have started from scratch and achieved great success in their journey. And today, we have with us one such person, a woman whose life is a living example of the saying, if you believe, you can achieve. From a housewife to a world record holder, from making the impossible to possible, from taking the road less traveled to actually paving a path for all the women who look up to her. Hers is a story of sheer determination, grit, talent, and creativity. Please join me in welcoming our guest for today, none other than the very popular Dolly Jane. Dolly ma'am, we're really excited to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I'm more excited to share my journey with all of them who's watching me, listening to me today.
Well, before I ask questions to our guest, I'd also like to tell you a little more about her. She is a drape artist who holds the world record for draping the sari in the fastest time record of 18 and a half seconds. Can you imagine 18 and a half seconds? यहाँ पे ऐसे साड़ी को खोलते ही हमारा 18 का 1 मिनट वहीं पे चला जाता है. कहाँ से शुरू करना है, पल्लू कौन सा है वो समझ में नहीं आता, और इन्होंने पूरी सारी 18.5 मिनट में ड्रेप की है. Like how did you manage to do that is my question to you.
I don't know. Actually, I didn't plan anything. It just happened that I was seeing these people who hold this world record and Guinness record, and by then I had already achieved a lot of records. I have already made myself into number of records, as in how many drapes that I could do. But getting into the Guinness and getting into the world was something which I was really looking forward to, and there it was time. So what is the time duration that you take to do a certain kind of work? So I said, how should we do this? So I started, not much. I think I must have practiced it for about say 7, 8 or 10 times maximum. And and then I think I just told my daughter, why don't you record this for me and let's see how much time I take to drape a sari. So initially I took about 22 seconds, and then a little more practice gave me 18 and a half seconds record, which I made myself into the world record and the Guinness record, and here I am.
But I would like to know, like draping sari, like it's not so globally renowned. So was there anybody who had draped sari before you in a record span, or were you the first one?
In fact, when I made my first Limca record, there was nobody registered as a drape artist or a sari draper. So that was very, very challenging for me, because you have to create a category which wasn't there, which doesn't exist, and then to come up with records. I think that was like a challenge to me.
Okay, let me tell our viewers. Well, Dolly ma'am has numerous records to her name. Let me name a few. She holds the Limca Book of World Record for draping in 125 styles, 325 different style of recording in Asia Book of Records. She is also given the title as the Pride of Jain Society. Now, her titles will go on and on. If I have to name all of that, it'll take us one entire session. But what we hope is your numbers of these titles just keep on increasing in abundance. We just pray the best for you. Now, coming to the titles, okay, now you've received so much of success, so much of recognition. What and how has your family reacted to this?
My family, I think my in-laws, my mother's side, my parental family, and my kids have been very, very supportive. They've understood from the very beginning that there's an art which I think we should just let our mother do. There was some drape which I practiced and I didn't get it right. I think I would become very cranky throughout the day. Okay. So I think that is how I was. I've always been a perfectionist, and I've always tried to do something, just not to drape. For me, draping is not being like a 6-yard fabric जिसको आप कैसे भी लो और आपने डाल दिया and you call it a drape. No. I used to always do a drape on myself and then walk out and see if I could wear it or not. So I think my family has always seen me having that urge of sari after my marriage, not before my marriage though. And my family, I mean, my extended family and my friends definitely were not very convinced with this whole idea. The lot of people said डॉली का दिमाग खराब हो गया है, पता नहीं वो क्या करना शुरू करी है, वो साड़ी पहनाने का काम शुरू कर रही है. People literally said कि डॉली का दिमाग खराब हो गया है, we've got CS, MBAs in our family and look what she is doing. And what is the need? There's always a question when a woman has a need to do something, then she is allowed to do anything. But when there is no need, I mean, I belong to a family where, we've blessed with everything. There is no need for us to go and work. And in that kind of a situation, you step out and you work. I think that was even difficult. So, people started saying, they started saying, डॉली का दिमाग खराब है. दूसरा, वो बोलना शुरू कर दिए थे, इनको क्या जरूरत है? क्यों कर रही है वो ये? They never understood that I was born an artist and there was an art which was in me, wanted to, come out and show the world what actually it is. So I think other than my own family, the rest I think was a little difficult for me to convince them.
What age did you think that you can turn this into your profession, this passion of yours, this creativity of yours into profession? What age ये strike हुआ? Was it before marriage or after marriage?
No, after marriage. After my younger one was born, in fact. My younger one is now 17 years of age and I've been into this 16 and a half years into this profession.
Who has been your inspiration in getting into this?
My dad, I would say, my mother-in-law also, because I got married to a family where, see, I was a Bangalore girl, okay, who's been in jeans and t-shirt throughout her time. And all of a sudden you come to know that, you blink your eyes and the next day when you've got married, the next day you know that you just have to wear a sari every day. So we weren't allowed to wear anything else and I was like...
And with that ghungat also and stuff like that.
I mean, not ghungat, but yes, I did have a palla. Every day I used to get up in the morning and I used to like, oh my god, ये क्या कपड़ा है यार, 6 मीटर का, इसको लपेटे जाओ और ये खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. And I used to really crib about it. I used to just feel that, oh my god, why don't they give us the liberty to just wear kurta? It's easier, it just covers your whole body and it's so much better, faster. But I wasn't allowed. So I think the credit goes to my mother-in-law that she made me wear sari no matter what. I thought कि I'll be able to convince her, but मेरी दाल गली नहीं वहाँ पे. And she was, नहीं बेटा, हमारे यहाँ साड़ी पहनना है और आपको साड़ी ही पहनना है. So I think slowly I started falling in love with this, a 6-yard magical fabric. Because every time I wore this, I myself felt so good. I felt that I was looking so beautiful. There were days when, whenever I stepped out in a sari for any of the party or any occasion, people used to always watch me and see and compliment me that you're looking very beautiful. Sari is like as if it's made for you, for your body type, and you look so beautiful in a sari. So I think slowly, I started getting addicted to this garment.
So what I understand from this is you turned something which you disliked into something which you just fell in love with and you made a profession out of it.
Yeah, I think blessing in disguise, when they say comes together, I think this is a absolutely right line for this.
And it also goes to show us that it's never too late to start anything. So thank you to women like you who are an inspiration.
There's no age. I mean, if you wish to, you can start anytime.
Now moving on, what has been the biggest risk that you took in this professional journey of yours? Any big risk that you remember?
Yeah, I can say a risk. I can say it a challenge. Not exactly risk, but yes, a challenge. So it so happened that I was in a complex where, there were 4-5 girls getting married. So their mother called me up and said, Dolly, तुम जिस तरह से साड़ी पहनती हो ना, मेरी बच्ची को उसी तरह से सिखा दो, because इनकी शादी होने वाली और इनको ससुराल जाना है and they'll have to wear sari there. And I was like, fine. So they came and I taught them sari for 3 days and they went back and their mother called me up saying that मेरे बच्चे तो मेरे से अच्छी साड़ी पहनना सीख गए हैं. So I was very, very glad at this. And then, all of a sudden one fine day, this girl, among these 3 girls whom I taught, there was one girl who got married in Raipur. So what she did was she took a 12-day finishing course in which she did 1 day makeup, 1 day hair, draping, salsa and blah, blah, blah. So she just called me up. She said, Dolly Di, we are doing this 12-day course. And in 1 day we've kept draping. Would you be interested in coming and teaching Raipur, this art of draping? And I didn't know what to say, but I immediately said a yes. Then I sat back and I thought that what will I teach them? How will I teach them? What should I wear? What should I carry? How do I address them? How many people are going to be? I was a complete zero. I knew nothing, literally nothing. And I said, karte. That is what just came to my mind, कि करते क्या होगा? अगर नहीं सक्सेस हुए तो एटलीस्ट मुझे बुरा नहीं लगेगा कि मैंने ट्राई नहीं,
कोशिश नहीं किया.
So I said, let's do it. And I was like, oh, I crossed my fingers and I still remember that day. Everybody, all my family members, this tikka taki and everything was happening कि Dolly first time अपने assignment के लिए रायपुर जा रही है. And with all the good wishes, I went to Raipur and I think that was like a changing, like a stepping stone for me. Because had I not taken a decision of going Raipur and taking it up, I think I wouldn't know what is my caliber or what and all opportunities I can get by doing this. So I was there and my first batch was 86 students.
Whoa, that's a big number for the first time.
Yes, and I walk into the room and I see chairs and all the ladies sitting and they all were waiting for me. And the moment I walk in, everybody stood and they clapped for me. And I said, oh my God, do I deserve this? Am I going to make it large? Is it going to be worth it being here? Are they not going to complain about it? Believe me, there were 10,000 questions going in and still making me feel proud that Dolly, this is your effort, your first step, and you have to make it, you have to make proud of yourself. So I think...
was that the beginning of your journey?
Yes, it was. I'm talking about almost 15...
Was that a break?
I'm talking about almost 14, 15 years back.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and I think that time was seminar वगैरह इतना trend में नहीं था.
कुछ भी नहीं. It was नहीं. People weren't doing only. In fact, in this class only, the next day in Raipur they had kept a salsa classes. So these women who actually attended my workshop today, so they went and requested that girl who had organized, so can you ask Dolly Jain to stay back for another day? Because we want to do sari, we want to practice more sari with her, and we don't want to do salsa. You can chuck the salsa classes. And I think that was a big break for me because, those 86 women, to convince 86 women in one go and letting them cancel their next class and wanting them to do a sari draping, I think that was a challenge which I overcome.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice to know. Now, talking about social media, okay, I see a lot of your posts on social media. How do you manage it? Do you have a team or do you manage it on your own?
Swear I don't have a team. I don't want to have a team because I always feel, initially for 2 months I had kept someone for answering my Instagram and answering my YouTube because I thought I will take away that burden from my head and I will start concentrating more into, I'm writing a coffee table book, so I wanted to concentrate myself into that. But then eventually I found out that I lost touch with my fans and my followers and I didn't know what they want me to do. All the compliments which come to you, it gives you an energy, it gives you an encouragement to, come up with more ideas, and it gives you the boost. But it so happened that when she started, I mean, the one who was handling, when she started reading all my compliments and it wasn't coming to me directly, I somehow started feeling depressed. I somehow started
Because
feeling.
you're not feeling the energy that your fans were giving you.
Exactly. So I think that's the reason I said no. I'm going to handle my Instagram, my YouTube account myself, and I will want to know all the problems that they are facing directly so that I can give them a solution instantly. So I think
Also, you receive feedback directly. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're telling them a pattern and if they're trying it and it's not working for them, then you understand a better way of explaining to them.
When did you think that it is essential for you to put out these videos on social media? Like when was the moment you thought कि मुझे videos अभी डालना चाहिए so that it reaches to more people?
But 15 years back, I was the first one to post a sari draping video.
Oh, that almost a decade ago.
There was someone who just said, Dolly, आप ड्रेपिंग करो और हम एक वीडियो बनाएंगे एंड हम यूट्यूब में पोस्ट करें. ऐसे ठीक है, आपको जो करना है करिए. I didn't even know what YouTube is. I mean, I think 15 years back, I wasn't browsing to YouTubes also. I mean, like the way we do it nowadays, it's completely on YouTube.
It's become a part of our life.
Yes. So I think that person just took a video and he posted on YouTube, and I think we got like 1 million viewers, and that's how he just said, why don't you make more YouTube videos and give it to your audience. Then I think I was concentrating more into breaking records, and after I did all of these, I started posting YouTube videos because my aim was not to make money, but definitely when money is coming in, who would not like it? But my aim from the very beginning was to spread this beautiful Indian art of draping globally. Now, if you want to do something globally, you can't sit back at home and, take classes in every city. That won't help you reach your global molds. So when I had to do that, I started doing these YouTube videos.
Technology has definitely made
Yes.
life easier,
Easier.
as you can tell.
Yeah.
That's love.
And complicated also at times.
That's true. Everything has its pros and
Yes.
cons. Okay, now coming to this question, like in this years of being who you are today, what are the skills you had to acquire along the way? Like what are the things that you learned, or you had to take special training for,
I
or
think
it has all been natural?
No, I think I haven't trained myself for at least draping. I haven't. Yes, but definitely for all these YouTube channels and all these live sessions and these things, I definitely took a makeup course because I had to learn how to do my own makeup. And whenever you go to a client, you have to be pin and prop and know how to. So this is one part that I learned, and the rest I didn't do any draping course. I'm a self-taught person. But after I did this Limca record, I definitely saw that there are much more that I can do in draping. So what I did was I took a 17 days break and I traveled throughout India. From all these small villages to towns, I went there and I met ladies who've been very old ladies, and I spoke to them. And I spoke to them about जब blouse petticoat नहीं था, तब वो साड़ी कैसे पहनते थे. From there I learned. There was so much to learn from them. From Maharashtra to Calcutta to Odisha to Tamil Nadu, I went to all these small villages and I learned their style of draping.
So a lot of research has gone into it.
Yeah, after learning their style, what I did is I did a mix of two drapes. Like I did a mix of Kurgi style with a Bengali drape with a Rajasthani style, a Rajasthani drape with maybe like a Nivi drape. So there was a blend of drapes that I did, and that's the reason today I have about 325 styles to drape saris.
Now, moving on, what has been your most memorable experience as a drape artist? Considering you've also draped a lot of celebrities and other people of the like, was it somewhere in the foreign land or was it in India? What has been the most memorable experience?
मेरे बचपन से मैंने श्रीदेवी को देखा है, उसकी पिक्चरें देखी है, उसी को देखते हुए
Oh
बड़ी
my God,
हुई हूँ.
Sridevi has been like the heartthrob of the nation.
Yes,
Like,
I
she's
think उन्हीं को,
everyone's favorite.
you know, from Chandni to Chalbaz, from Sadma, I think I used to
Gita,
enact
Gita.
her. I used to really enact her. I've been like someone, if someone would say कि तुमको जिंदगी में क्या चाहिए, तो मैं हमेशा उनको बोलती थी मुझे बस श्रीदेवी से मिला दो, मुझे और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. You know, I used to always tell this. So it so happened, you know, you just grow up seeing her movies. So my mama, my own uncle, so he stayed in the same building where Sridevi used to stay. And so there was, I was there for a holiday at his place, and he actually उन्होंने एक छोटी सी पार्टी रखी थी जिसमें उन्होंने श्रीदेवी को भी इनवाइट किया था. So
So that
Sridevi
must
was,
have been like a
yeah.
dream
And
come
trust me, I was standing near the door and I saw her walking in and my legs were shivering. I couldn't believe my eyes that I'm seeing her walk in. And so everything was very casual. They were all talking and okay, fine. I was just sitting and staring at her. So I think there was something that fell on her sari. So she went inside the room to just correct it and do. So she had to open her pleats to redo it. So I was there and I just said, by then, actually I had already done this Raipur thing. Huh? So this is a chapter after Raipur. So I just went inside the room and I said, let me help you. She said, no, I'll do it myself. I said, no, but I want to help you. You know, this is what I told her. Said, I want to help you. So she said, okay, fine. So I did her drape, and the way I pleated her sari, she was like, oh my God, you've got magic in your fingers. Why don't you take it up as a profession? And I was like, profession? I've never thought about it. And you know, those lines still are there somewhere. I mean, I can just close my eyes and my
Stuck
ears and
in
I can
your head.
feel her words, you know, in my ears. So these were her words that she said that Dolly, मैं बॉम्बे रहती हूँ, यहाँ पे इतने सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं और इतने सारे आर्टिस्ट इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं, बट आपकी उंगलियों में कुछ तो अलग है. You know, this is what she said. This कुछ तो अलग है was like so
Kept ringing in your ears.
and it was so promising, so strong that she said it all by saying that Dolly, ये आपको आगे लेके जाना है. That word, she said it all. And I was like so happy. And the next day I was flying back and I came back so excited. And I said, then I went to my dad and I said, Papa, मेरे को है ना इसको profession बनाना है. You know, getting my point?
So this was your pivotal moment where it changed around. Like, you know, Sridevi's words was what pushed you to go ahead and make it into like a full-time profession.
I had already done Raipur, people had already liked it, but you know, to call myself as a drape artist or to take it up as a profession was not something which I was serious about. But her words actually made it very serious. And she said, no, it's time for you to take it up as a profession, and that's what I did.
Well, now talking about sari and your draping, nowadays we see a lot of these ready-made already with pallu and all the pleats and all of that. What is your opinion on that? Like why do
I
you prefer that?
completely don't appreciate or encourage stitched saris
I agree with you.
at all. You know, sari is such a garment which fits your grandmother, your mother, you, and will also fit your daughter. But the moment you get it stitched, the moment you get it customized according to your measurement or your body, it is not going to fit her. And what if she doesn't like the drape that you are carrying? What if she wants to drape it in a different way? She will not be able to do because you've already done the cutting and the stitching of the beautiful fabric, and it is of no use to her anymore. See, I have been posting so much. I have been posting so much on YouTube for you all that you know you all can just pick up your mom's, your grandmother's sari and just club it with your crop top or your denim and just do a nice fusion drape and wear it instead of going out in the market and buying a new. So what if the granny would have not thought about it and had got her sari stitched? Do you think the third generation would be wearing a granny stitched sari? Never. Even if you have difficulties, koi baat nahi. Aap seekho. I mean, I think practice will make you perfect. But if I give you an easy way out, you will never be able to learn. So I think learning is good if you go the tough way.
That's a great lesson there. If you learn, everything is possible.
Yes, everything
Even
is
though it is a tough way, it is possible. Now, talking about learning, in a webinar of yours, you had mentioned that formal education never really played a great role in your life. How would you want to explain that further to us? Like, how important is formal education in being successful?
I mean, this is a very, very sensitive question, and it so happened that I was in class 7, and one fine evening my dad comes up to me, just came up and he said कि बेटा अब आप और school नहीं जा पाओगे. There was some I would say some situations where it didn't allow me to do much of my education. And we are 5 siblings actually. We are 4 sisters and 1 brother. So when I was in class 7, 12 years, 13 years of my age, I used to take tuitions of 12 kids.
Oh.
Yeah. And
so you have been like this person who always goes out and मतलब कुछ waste नहीं करना है. भगवान ने talent दिया है, हम उसे use करें.
I don't know, पता नहीं talent दिया था कि नहीं भगवान ने, but I definitely would say कि
बहुत सारी क्षमता तो दी थी.
Situation दिया था भगवान ने हमें ऐसे situation में डाला कि, और सोचो एक पापा को जब अपनी बेटी को आके ये बात कहना पड़ता है कि तुम नहीं पढ़ पाओगे लेकिन बाकी 4 पढ़ रहे हैं. I think I don't know what my dad must have gone through when he must have said me these lines, and I was like a complete papa bhakt. अगर पापा ने कह दिया बेटा नहीं करना है तो no matter how much I loved doing it, I used to stop immediately without questioning him. पापा क्यों, किस लिए, क्या, कहाँ, nothing. पापा ने कह दिया इसका मतलब it was like a Lakshman Rekha for me, which is not to be crossed. So I think that is what had happened. I was in class 7 when I left my education, and straight I gave my board exam, and I think that was an open board exam which actually doesn't have any value. I mean, it was just there so that in my biodata where लड़कों को जब बायोडेटा भेजना पड़ता है वहाँ पे ये नहीं लिखा हुआ है कि भैया 12th पास भी नहीं है. So it's a fake biodata, guys. Now that I'm married, you can't do anything. So उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि 12th.
Revealing secrets from her life.
I mean, it's something. Initially, trust me, I used to keep it like a secret. I used to feel so ashamed. I used to feel so scared कि कैसे बताऊंगी मैं लोगों को पता चलेगा तो वो क्या बोलेंगे, क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में. वो कहीं ये तो नहीं सोचेंगे कि ओ माय गॉड ये तो पढ़ी लिखी भी नहीं है. वो ये तो नहीं सोचेंगे कि इसको हम अपने सर्कल में नहीं डाल सकते बिकॉज शी इज़ नॉट एजुकेटेड, शी इज़ नॉट CS MBA, शी इज़ नॉट अमंग दोज हु हैव दोज fully fluent English with good vocabulary. I don't have. But what I have, you don't have. So
That's
I am special, and I think God has given me these situations because He thought I'm capable of. He thought I'll win and I'll come up with flying colors. That's the reason He put me up into such situations. He didn't give me the luxuries and good situations and सारे अच्छे टाइम उन्होंने उस वक्त नहीं दिखाए. उन्होंने मुझसे कहा कि learn the tough way, and I've learned it.
That's why they say adversity is the best teacher, because it always teaches you something and it teaches you to come out stronger.
Yeah.
And I also feel after you might have revealed this, there will be a lot of women, especially in India,
Yes.
who might be feeling a little inhibitions रहते हैं कि अरे मेरा education नहीं हुआ है, लोग क्या कहेंगे. वो लोग क्या कहेंगे तो बहुत बड़ा रोग है हमारे.
इसीलिए तो मैंने बोलना शुरू किया. इसीलिए I started talking about it. बिकॉज मुझे लगा कि जब सचिन बोल सकता है, धोनी बोल सकता है और इतने सारे दिग्गज लोग जो स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट्स है और आज वो किस मुकाम पे हैं. आज वी सी देम एट अ लेवल वेयर वी फील सो प्राउड टू नो देम ऑल्सो. सो आज इतना अच्छा लगता है, तो मैं क्यों नहीं बोलूँ, मैं क्यों नहीं उन औरतों तक पहुँचूँ जिनको मैं बताऊँ कि ज़रूरी नहीं है अगर आपने पढ़ा नहीं तो कोई बात नहीं है, बट इफ़ यू हैव समथिंग स्पेशल इन यू, वो एक कदम बढ़ाना, वो दरवाजे से बाहर पाँव रखना और बोलना दुनिया को कि आई हैव इट इन मी एंड आई कैन प्रूव इट. दैट इज़ वॉट यू जस्ट नीड टू डू इट.
Absolutely well said. You must first believe in yourself to achieve anything. And Dolly
Completely.
ma'am is a living example out here. Well, now moving on, let me ask you this question. Initially, when you started, this drape artist and draping sarees, how did you start getting work? Like, the confidence आया कैसे कि हाँ, I will be able to make a career out of this?
I think this also
Was it through
this
word
is
of
also
mouth?
this is also another story. So that Raipur thing that I just mentioned. So वो रायपुर
So
में जो
Raipur was a major
Major,
thing which
major.
changed 360 degree.
So it just so happened that रायपुर में जब मैं थी वहाँ पे 4-5 लड़कियों की शादी होने वाली थी. अच्छा, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था, मैंने तो क्लास किया एंड आई केम बैक. सो आफ्टर 3 months I get a call from रायपुर saying that कि Dolly, my daughter is getting married and I would really appreciate if you could just come and help her in draping sarees. And I was like, wow, okay, I'll come. And I didn't know what to carry when you're doing a draping assignment. I didn't even know. I didn't even have a box. In fact, I still have kept that one small plastic safety pin box that I carried for my first assignment. You know? So
I saw your bag reveal.
that is so right now. I mean, now so it's a complete encyclopedia
With
there.
suspenders and different
Yes.
types of pins and everything. I was like, wow.
But initially I only
Too
carried
much
that
preparation
small,
was got.
that small box. So they called me up and that was my first assignment, and the wedding was happening in Hyderabad. So I flew to Hyderabad to do this wedding, and from this wedding, it was a big scale wedding. I didn't even know it was such a big scale wedding. So from this wedding, there were so many people who came to know about me, and then they had wedding in their family, and then they said, oh अच्छा हुआ आप प्लीज़ हमारे यहाँ पे भी शादी में आ जाएंगे क्या फॉर साड़ी टाइम, आप आ जाएंगे तो ईजी रहेगा. एंड आई थिंक वो आप आ जाएंगे और आप आ जाएंगे और आप आ जाएंगे, इतने सारे लोगों ने बुलाया कि जस्ट आई थिंक ओवरनाइट इट वॉज इन एवरीबडीज हेड दैट अगर शादी हो रही है तो एक ड्रेप आर्टिस्ट चाहिए. एंड फॉर्चुनेटली आई सेड येस टू एवरीथिंग दैट नॉक्ड माई डोर. Everything. I got a call for a shoot. I had to drape 150 sarees in a day for a photo shoot. So the photographer.
150 must
Yes.
have been a task. But at the same time, you're also sharing your knowledge, and I'm sure it's beneficial to a lot of women out there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it is beneficial. There are a lot of people who call me up and they say that डॉली क्यों सिखा रही है, सब कोई सीख जाएंगे तो फिर तुम्हारे को पीपल विल नॉट कॉल यू, और सब कुछ तुम क्यों रिवील कर दे रही हो अपना सीक्रेट. एंड आई कीप टेलिंग देम, डू यू नो ओनली एक्सपर्ट्स आर कॉपीड.
Yes.
So
And what's the point of knowledge if you can't share it?
and if you are copied, you should know it's
a
already giving
compliment.
you a certificate that you are an expert in
Yeah,
this
it's a
field.
compliment.
That's the reason people are copying you. They're not copying any XYZ. So
So what is that one message if you had to give all the housewives, who want to do something in their life, but are still caught up in their daily run? What message do you like to give all the women out there?
a strong message to all of you, all the women sitting there. Please इसे बहुत सीरियसली लेना. मैं वाकई बहुत सीरियसली आपको ये बोल रही हूँ. 24 hours 24 घंटा आपके पास रहते हैं, सबके पास यही 24 घंटे. आपके पास, मेरे पास, मुकेश अंबानी के पास भी उतना ही घंटा है. बट मैंने क्या किया, उस 24 आवर्स से मैंने अपने आप के लिए 1 घंटा निकाला. शुरू में आप अपने बच्चों को दे रहे टाइम, अपने हस्बैंड को दे रहे हो, इन लॉज को दे रहे हो, घर को दे रहे हो, बट गॉड हैज़ गिवन यू 24 आवर्स. क्या उस 24 घंटे में से आप 1 घंटा अपने काम के लिए, अपना जो आपको करने की इच्छा है या जो आप शुरू से करना चाहते थे, उसको नहीं दे सकते? तो ज़्यादा समय मत निकालिए. आप सिर्फ अपने दिन से 1 घंटा निकालिए और उस 1 घंटे में आप ऐसा करिए कि आप पूरे डेडिकेटेडली उस काम को कर रहे हो जो आप शुरू से करना चाहते थे. I think,
Very good message.
and I
We all
really,
forget, in our daily routine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
We
don't do
forget about
anything.
ourselves.
Just don't do anything. 24 आवर्स में से आप बस अपने आप के लिए 1 घंटा निकालो. 1 घंटा वो करो जो आपका मन कहता है आप करना चाहते थे. Whether it's making pickles or making rasgullas or making shandesh or making papad or anything that you are expert in, maybe making khakras. You know, you can become like a queen of khakras. You never know. I mean, आपके अंदर क्या है आपको नहीं पता. बट आप करोगे ना तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. You know, there was a lady who just listened to this a speech of mine, and she said, Dolly, I started making pickles, and today she's selling pickles on Amazon.
Wow.
And she actually
Women
sent me
inspiring
those.
women.
She actually sent me those pickles, and it was written available on Amazon. And I called her up. I said, seriously? She said, yes. आपने कहा कि 1 घंटा निकालो. मैंने तो 1 ही घंटा निकाला था. सब घर वाले अपने अपने समय से 1-1 घंटा निकाल के मुझे हेल्प करना शुरू कर दिए. And now they've become like a small scale industry.
That's a really inspiring.
I mean, you
story
never know.
out there.
You never know.
Inspired a lot of women, yeah.
पहला कदम आपको उठाना है, और ट्रस्ट मी, सिर्फ वो पहला कदम आपको उठाना है. उसके बाद कारवा आपको फॉलो करेगा. इट्स माय प्रॉमिस टू यू.
Wow, that coming from a really experienced person who has lived life that way, taking time for herself, mastering her craft, and achieving great success. What is the next goal that you aspire to achieve?
I am writing a coffee table book which says 365 styles of draping a sari. Each day I
That
give
is
the
like
world
one style
each day. Each day I give the world a new drape, so you don't crib about not having a new garment, not having a new outfit at your place. Just go look for your mother's, grandmother's, your wardrobe, mix and match, and make a new garment for yourself without any cut, without any stitch, just few safety pins, and I think some few things to accessorize, and you're good to go.
That's nice. And how do you keep updated with all the different trends and saris? Like, how do you know of the different things that keep happening in the sari industry? Are you in touch with some textile industry person or something
Yes,
like that?
I'm in touch with the Banaras weavers. So Banaras is the main hub of weaves saris. So I'm in touch with them. So I exactly know what's the new weave that's going to be in fashion. What's the new color that's going to be in trend. I come to know from all the designers because I've been closely working with Manish Malhotra, Abu Sandeep, Anju Modi, Sabyasachi, Anamika Khanna, Naina Jain, and all these renowned designers of our country. So I think they've just been sharing their secrets with me into, letting me know that this is the trend that's going to come. And, also they come up with a fabric, and then I style a drape for them, and then they plan the embroidery according to the drape.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's also, we do a lot of these things also with the designer, because the designer, they get a raw fabric thing. And then they just give me that 5.5 meter fabric, and then I drape it on a mannequin. And then when I do the placement, then they exactly know, okay, we can do an embroidery on this part, we can do an embroidery on this part. So I think the color palette is being updated to me by the designers, and the weave and the texture of the fabric is being updated to me from Banaras and the weavers themselves.
So your skill plays an important role in the life of these designers so that they understand what can be done where, like permutation, combination.
How do you balance your work as well as your personal life? Balance between your professional and your personal life.
It's been very, very, it's not easy, guys, but I think if you say yourself कि हम कर लेंगे और ये हो जाएगा, ये हो जाता है. I mean, then it is possible. If you keep saying yourself, oh my God, it's difficult, ये भी और ये भी और ये भी मैं नहीं कर सकती, वो आप बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकोगे. So what I feel is start telling yourself कि I will be able to do it, I am doing it, and all that thing. So that's what I've been doing it. So I think
it's about having the right mindset.
I think it's about having the right mindset. It's about knowing, okay, this is your calendar. This calendar says that you have to give 5 hours outside your home for work. Now you have to plan yourself at least यू नो an hour before कि 1 घंटा पहले आप ऐसा क्या क्या काम करके जा सकते हो जो कि आपकी फैमिली को भी हैम्पर नहीं करे और अपने बच्चे को भी आपको हैम्पर नहीं करे. सो आई थिंक आई हैव बीन वेरी कैलकुलेटिव अबाउट द टाइम. And
Organized in your
yeah,
home.
I've been very very organized, from keeping things organized in the kitchen. Like if my kitchen is so clear that anybody who will walk in can see that these things are here and can make anything out of it. And I've taught my kids also basic cooking. So in case I am not there and they need to prepare something, so I've only told them that please don't switch on the gas. That's where I feel most scared. So it's the induction cooking that they are allowed to do. So they just do that. And I think now that we have video calls, it's so easy, guys. I think आप कहीं पे भी रहो, आप अपने बच्चों से बात कर सकते हो, बच्चों को गाइड कर सकते हो. It is not important for you to give quality time. I mean quantity time. You know, quantity time नहीं ज़रूरी है, but what is important for you to give is the quality time. आप क्वालिटी टाइम बच्चों को दो एंड देन जस्ट सी. एंड देन आई ऑल्सो, आई मीन इट्स बीन ऑलमोस्ट 25 years आई हैव प्रैक्टिस्ड समथिंग विच आई मस्ट शेयर विथ ऑल ऑफ यू. डोंट स्लीप विथ एनी ग्रजेस. अगर आपके हस्बैंड के साथ, आपके बच्चों के साथ या किसी के साथ भी कुछ ऐसी चीज़ हो गई है जो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि यार नहीं होना चाहिए, यू नो, आई विश आई वुड हैव सेड सॉरी, या आई विश उससे मेरी बात हो जाती, तो फिनिश दैट चैप्टर द नाइट. डोंट वेट इट टू यू नो गो द नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग. क्योंकि मेरे को लगता है कि मैं हमेशा इस चीज़ से सोती हूँ कि थैंक यू गॉड आज के लिए, और मेरे को ये नहीं पता कि मेरे लिए कल सुबह होगी कि नहीं. तो इसलिए मुझे जिसको सॉरी बोलना है या जिसको थैंक यू बोलना है, मैं आज बोल के सोऊंगी. So me with my daughters also, since the girls are growing up, we all know that, you know, it's not easy. You know, there are a lot of changes as the girl is becoming adult, and they're teens, and there are a lot of
And
viewed.
leave their mom a lot around.
Yeah, and then there are a lot of views that don't match. We need to cope up with the young generation. They need to come up a little 2 steps back, and we need to move 2 steps forward. So I think what I've followed is all 4 of us religiously sit रात में एक साथ, और हम लोग सब अपनी दिन भर जो हमने किया है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. एंड दिस इज़ बिकम लाइक अ रूटीन फॉर अस. जैसे हम खाते पीते, वैसे ये जो हमारा 20 मिनट्स 15-20 मिनट्स का जो टाइम रहता है, वो हम अपनी फैमिली को देते ही देते हैं. And that is the time when we sit and talk, okay, Mama, you should not have said this. You told me this and I felt really very bad. You have to say sorry for this.
Open communication.
And you know, immediately I say sorry to Ratika, and Ratika will say, okay, Mama, it's fine. Okay, I also said you really badly and I spoke to you rudely. Okay, sorry from my side also. So the thing is what, you know, when you're sleeping with peaceful mind. You have no grudges. You're not saying that, oh my God, why did my daughter speak to me like this? Or why did my husband say these words? Or why did I say something like this to my mother-in-law? I like finishing things then and there. And even when I'm traveling, what we do is, this time, I might not be, you know, personally there, but virtually what we do is we put on a video call and we 4 talk together. So that's been a practice.
That's a great practice, and I'm sure everybody who's watching this will adopt this. What I really liked your advice is never go to sleep with grudges.
I can't recall a single day that we've slept like this. Single day, trust me. Never.
That's nice. And that's what builds relationships, and they bring people closer.
I mean, if you've done a mistake, or your partner's done a mistake, or you have to say him a sorry or a thank you, why wait for the next moment? I mean, this is the moment. The moment what you are in is the right moment. There can never be a right moment, you know. आपको वो मोमेंट बनानी पड़ेगी. कहाँ आपके लिए कोई टाइम लिखा हुआ थोड़ी ना आपके पास कि सुनो एक काम करो, राहु जब इस केतु में यहाँ पे ये चंद्रमा और सूर्य आएगा, ये आपका सही समय, आप इस वक्त सॉरी बोलना. इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. आप जिस वक्त थैंक यू बोल दिए.
And with your mindset and your mentality, it's like, okay, जो करना है अभी करो, किसके लिए हम राह देखें.
I mean, नहीं, और आपको कैसे मालूम आपके पास वो नेक्स्ट मिनट है? Can you guarantee me that? Nobody can guarantee you this. So then, do it now.
कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब.
अब नहीं,
That's what
अभी
they say.
तुरंत.
Oh, wow. It has been really great having you on board, Dolly Ma'am, and talking to you.
Thank
so
you.
many life lessons I myself, have learned, and I'm sure our viewers are going to enjoy when they watch this video. But we really wish you reach more and more
Thank
greater
you.
heights of success, so people like us are inspired, and we aspire to be like you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Dolly
dear.
Ma'am.
Thank you. Had a wonderful time speaking my heart
Same
out
here.
to you. Thank you so much.
Same here, same here. And to all our viewers, if you want to be in touch with Dolly Ma'am, make sure to check out her Instagram and her YouTube. Your handle is Dolly Jane.
Dolly.Jen is my Instagram handle.
All right. See you there, and people, for more such inspiring stories of people from different walks of life, make sure you subscribe to our Conversations Mumbai channel. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dolly.
Thank you. Bye bye.